Welcome back, everybody. So today I thought I'll do a slightly different video. As we all know, the kids are growing up with technology these days, and they start playing with phones, iPads, and early ages. For example, my 4-year-old has been playing with his iPhone now for probably 2 to 3 years, and he's doing his homework on the iPad, and technology is becoming everyday life. So the natural progression is I thought I'll go ahead and buy him a smartwatch just to see so he what he can do with it and what he can learn, and maybe it will help him to actually learn the time and time of the day and time progression a bit faster. So I went out on Amazon, I did some googling, and I ended up buying these two watches. So I bought one, which is a VTech. It's a well-known company which does educational toys for kids, and I bought another one which looked quite good on Amazon. It's called ZOPPRI Smartwatch. So this one is also waterproof, and this one takes a SIM card as well. So I had it now for about 2 weeks, and my kid was playing with both of them, and he decided which ones he liked and which one he doesn't, and I'll talk about this a little bit later in the video. But first of all, let me compare those two watches, the functionality, the features, and see what the verdict is. So on the outside, if we look at it, obviously VTech is slightly bigger watch. It's about half a centimeter longer and wider, and on the strap wise, it's basically the same strap, and both of them sit on the arm quite well. This one looks a little bit big, but it seems to be fine. It doesn't seem to be bother anyone. So let's start with this one. So we'll turn it on. Hopefully it will come on. So as you can see, a nice screen, but the screen seems to turn off quite fast. Let's see. Okay, so it has a SIM card inbuilt, so it's clearly, you're probably already figuring out my verdict, but let's try it again. So looking at this watch, you clearly can see the time, date, signal. This button is actually, it's not a dial button. I'm not sure why they marked it this way. It's actually to go back button. So if we scroll through the menu, so we have device info, we have dials. So the watch can dial predefined numbers, phone book, camera, front camera. It's relatively choppy, so I quite dislike the camera, so you can't get any decent pictures on it. Then access to your photos, one game, and a messaging app to talk. So thinking about this watch, right? It feels nice. It's built relatively well. However, feature-wise, I would say I'm quite disappointed. First of all, it has no learning games or apps for the kids. It's relatively tough scrolling part, so it doesn't always pick up, and no, it's not very friendly, to be honest. And another disappointing thing with this watch, so you can't really do any settings or anything on the watch itself. You need to download the app, create an account, and then have your app managing the watch. The app itself is relatively okay. It has a bit of functionality on it. It's so it gives you location of the watch, so you can put the ring fencing features. You can chat from the app, and it's really more or less a tracking app. However, from what I've noticed, it's quite inaccurate. So it's actually never picked up the correct location where we are. And additionally, on top of all of it, right, you're paying for the watch. It's about $50. you're paying for the SIM card, you're paying to a telecom provider. But on top of it, the app which comes with it is full of ads. So you literally have to pay a monthly subscription fee to remove the ads. And to be honest, I don't think that's a correct approach. So, you know, in all respect, I think this watch lacks a lot of functionality and still a lot of features. So let's look at VTech now. It's a good watch. My son loves it. So it has a nice, you know, when you turn around, it has a nice interface, and you can change the dials, and you can scroll to change even more. There's quite a lot of, you know, funny dials. It speaks the time, so you can also, not sure how my son does it. Let's go back. So, sound on. But it does also tell you what time it is, so you can actually, it can be, no, oh, here we go. So it can speak the time.
12 o'clock at noon.
Okay. On top of the obviously basic time features, it has two cameras. So it has a front camera and the camera here on top. So different videos and pictures can be taken. And if we look at the interface, it's the scroll bar is quite good. It's very responsive, so it's quite easy for the kids to use, and does surprisingly have a lot of features. So, you know, you have a camera, you have a video recorder, you have a movie player, you have a voice recorder. Then you have different games, and you know, you can do different faces to the pictures, and you know, things like that. So obviously that's someone's picture here. Probably the marketing people put up to show you what they can do. But yeah, it has a lot of it has obviously camera, and you can take pictures, etc. So we go back. What else? It has other apps. It has basically the timer, the alarm, the pedometer, you know, and different settings, calendars, and also the cool thing is you can actually download additional apps to this watch, and everything is controlled from the phone. The only thing to download, you need to connect it to a computer via USB cable, which comes with the phone. So overall, I think VTech done it again. They've done a great watch, and it's easy to use. Over the past week, my son tried this watch a couple of times and just refuses to use it. Just really lacks any functionality on it, even though it still looks quite good and feels quite good, and it's also waterproof. With VTech, he seems to be, you know, once he got it and he started using it straight away, he now telling what time it is, and you know, checks the time, and basically I think it's a great educational watch for kids, and both of them are rated from age of 4 to 10. So, you know, I think for the same price, which is about $50 each, VTech is by far a much better watch and can do a lot more than this one. And obviously, you know, at the end of the day, it's kids education, and I think VTech nailed it. And you know, that's not the first VTech product we have, and it's probably not the last. So well done, VTech. So that's basically the review of two watches. This one probably goes into the bin, or you know, we'll give it away to someone, but this one stays, and my son will continue using it for the next year or so. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please subscribe, support the channel, and we'll see you soon again. Thanks. Bye.